everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, nice to meet you. And as you can tell from the title, today's video will be all about thrifting and my favorite ways to thrift, how I find what I'm looking for. And I'll be focusing it more on online thrifting because I think we all know the secret to physical thrifting is just to look everywhere. And I think firstly I'm gonna share some of my advice and share some of the pieces I've been collecting. And then I'm going to do a little haul of some of my most recent thrift finds. And most of them will be up on my Vinted, so if you want to get anything, I'll leave my account below. So, my first advice actually comes in this box already, which is to look for specific brands. I know I really like Guess bags and Guess shoes, for example. So I just look up Guess shoulder bag or stuff like that. So I'm going to unbox it. This is an order I made recently, and there's a bag and also a pair of jeans. So I have been saving this to open for the video, so you should be proud of me. Okay, how do I open this? Okay, so the pants are on top. These are they have a tag, and she cut the tag. These are a pair of very wide, low-waisted bottoms, and I think I gotta check how they'll fit me. They're just very long and very large. You'll see I want to try them, but yeah, I really hope they fit me. And for the thing I was talking about, it's the Guess bag. Ah, it's so beautiful. I love it so much! Oh my god, and I'm so happy because sometimes these bags, the straps are too small, so I can't really put them over my shoulder, but these are the perfect size for me. I'm so happy about it. Oh my god. I love when things go right for me. I'm gonna save this box because it's useful for when I have to ship my own things. So my next tip is to look up specific keywords. For example, you can look up aesthetics, Y2K, cottagecore, fairycore, and some of the things I have here that fit that category are this top. I really like the fabric on it. As you can tell, it's a mix of green and blue, and it has this, I don't know if these are, oh, I forgot. It's on manual focus. But it has this little sparkly things, tassels. I don't know, it's bedazzled. I think that's the word. And yeah, it's just a shape. This must have been a dress, and the person who sold it to me cut it by hand. And I mean, it's pretty in the front, but when I put it on, the back isn't the prettiest because it's just a straight cut. But I still like it. I'm just trying to figure out, and the boot part doesn't really fit me that well. It's a bit small. So yeah, I'm still deciding if I want to keep it or not. And next, this is more of an earthy core piece, but it's so beautiful. It's this dress. It's very fairy-like. Let me show you the bottom. And here's what the bottom looks like. I just wish it were more of a flare dress instead of straight or almost bodycon if I were a bit bigger. But it's still such a beautiful dress. I'm still to wear it out. And I don't know. I know I've seen this dress. I bought it, and then I remember I saw another girl selling the exact same dress. And if you're wondering, the brand is Tintoretto. You can also look up keywords for the shape of the piece, like asymmetrical, low-waisted, backless. I didn't actually thrift this. This is a hand-me-down from my mom, but like, look at this top. It fits so freaking nicely, and obviously this is an older piece that my mom got, so the quality is very nice also. I just can't. I have nothing more to say about this piece. My next tip is that if you see a piece that you like online, always look up the seller's page, because they'll most likely sell a bunch of other stuff that fit that same aesthetic. And to finish off, this isn't technically a thrifting tip, but I'm looking for a pink cardigan because it matches really well with the dress I have. Instead of going on Pull&Bear or Bershka or Urban Outfitters and looking up pink cardigan, I'll just look it up online. They have a bunch of them, you know, instead of paying 20 euros for one, I can get one for like 2 euros, 3. And it feels really nice to know that you have pieces in your wardrobe that came from sustainable shopping that probably no one else has. So yeah, that's it for the tips. And now onto the things I really like looking for vintage, secondhand. So the first one is leather. And I have been raving about this jacket ever since I got it, even here on YouTube. This is a leather aviator jacket. This is one of the best purchases I've ever made. The main reason I like looking at jackets secondhand is because most of these are actually from the 80s or older than that, and in that time men's jackets were really well built and most of them had this little pocket on the inside, and nowadays why don't people add inside pockets to jackets anymore? They are literally so useful. But yeah, this is the perfect jacket, and again, it's leather, so it will last me a really long time and it's really great quality. I really try not to buy leather stuff new, because, you know, I don't eat meat, so I also don't want to support killing the animals for their skin. So I always try to get it secondhand. And since we're on the jacket theme, once again, more vintage jackets. This one is a denim one. I've had it since I was like 16. And again, old, it's thick denim, it's a great jacket, honestly. I don't have much to say about it. And the next 3 pieces will be up on my vintage. So we have this little number here, which is like, it's a blazer, technically, but the material is very similar to trench coat material. Like, it's very thin and it's actually a great fitting blazer. If I didn't have already a jacket I like that, you know, is like trench coaty, I would probably keep this, but I don't need it, so it will be up on my vintage. Next, again, keeping up with the blazer theme, beautiful brown blazer. Thing is, I know I don't need a brown one. I barely use my gray one and I love it. I know every time I'm gonna have to choose between one and the other, I'll probably go for the gray one. But no, this is such a nice blazer. I'm so happy for the person who's gonna get this. Because yeah, it's also really light in a way. Not as light as the trench, but it's a really light blazer. And to finish off with the jackets, I've got another brown blazer, but this one is corduroy. I've never seen a corduroy blazer before, and this is actually really pretty. This is a darker brown than the other one. The other one was more chocolatey. This is a bit more dull. I don't know how to describe it. To vintage you go! And since we were just talking about leather, the next piece I have to show you mixes these 2 categories, which are leather and vests. I love looking at vests secondhand, especially the ones that are like grandma-ish. I unfortunately have none. But here are some pictures. And yeah, that's something I really want to get when fall comes again. But for now, I have this one. And this is a leather vest. I have also worn it a lot around YouTube, and if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it too. This is once again a very well built piece because it's old. It's probably, yeah, it's definitely a men's piece. And the other thing I have wasn't thrifted. It's a hand-me-down from my dad. It's just this black simple vest that I also love wearing. Next up, and this is my favorite category, are these bad boys. We have 2 corsets here. This is the first one I got. I also wore it a lot, but I gotta be honest, my boobs don't fit this. So I will very sadly have to sell this on Vinted. But this is such a great piece to have in your wardrobe, honestly. This goes with practically anything. And obviously it fits really nicely, makes you look very nice and sexy. And I have replaced that one with this one. I also got it on Vinted. It was like 20 euros or something like that. And it's so freaking beautiful. I've also worn it a lot, even on TikTok and stuff. And with corsets, the only thing I would recommend is to keep looking constantly, because these are the type of things that will be up one day and the next 5 minutes will be sold and gone. And I've lost a lot of cute corsets because I was taking too long deciding if I actually wanted them or not, and I do regret my decision. So yeah, I've got this one. Something I would recommend is that you, once you know, for example, I know that I'm always a mess a size small in corsets. So I always filter them to show only the ones that are a size small. And also I filter them by color, you know, for example, I'm looking for a green one, so I always put the green filter, or the white one, I'm really looking for a white one. So yeah, take advantage of the filter setting, because that's very, very useful. Next up is denim skirts. And I was able to find such great denim skirts. This I actually got on a physical store in Porto. It's just a simple, very light knitted denim skirt. I've been loving low-waisted stuff lately, and yeah, I actually do have a bunch of other denim skirts that I'll be selling on Vinted that don't fit me, but I'll show them in a little bit when I'm done with these categories. Next up is Levi jeans, because that's something that a lot of stores, and especially online, actually sell, and I was lucky enough to find the 501s, which is a very flattering model on me. I just got a black pair, and this, again, I got them on a physical store in Famalicão. They always, I'll leave the stores I'll talk about them below, but they always have a lot of Levi jeans, and I was lucky enough to find a pair of black ones there. And to finish off with these categories, we have accessories, and the first things I'm gonna show you are ties. I love wearing ties, I think they complement outfits so well. And this one I got on Vinted, it's just a simple black one. And the next two were hand-me-downs from my dad. Again, this goes great with denim things. And this one I like wearing with these tones, because I have some jeans in these tones. And the last thing is belts. This one was again a hand-me-down from my mom. But something I would suggest you look up is like those very big buckles. I don't know, like the ones that these pants have. I love these big belts with big buckles. I think they're a great statement with most outfits, and I'm pretty sure you'll find them easily online. It was a hand-me-down from my mom, so it's probably from the 80s too. But yeah, this was the last thing. So now we are going to move on to a little haul of the things I got more recently, and these will all be up for sale on my Vinted page, so let's get into it. So let's do skirts first, because I have a bunch of skirts. We have this corduroy skirt. It's really cute, it's just a bit too small for me since I like my skirts a bit bigger, so they go low waist on my body. This fits me nicely on my waist, so for sale. And this one, I was so sad when I tried it on, because I really wanted to keep it for myself. It is this tie-up skirt. It's such a beautiful skirt. I'm so sad it doesn't fit me. But again, I am positive someone else is going to be very happy to have this. Next is a bunch of simple denim skirts. This one is again too small for me, but it's just a light denim one. This is very similar to the one I have. No, it's not that similar. I don't know why I say that. But the color is, the wash of the denim is. This is another skirt, and this one is really, really pretty. Again, there's this big buckle that I love. And if it were my skirt, I would just cut it and make it a micro skirt or a mini skirt, depending on what you like. Next up, I have this really pretty cargo-ish skirt. It's really nice. I don't even know how to explain the material. It's almost like suit material. It's really light. And yeah, I like the pockets. I think they make it look really nice. This one, the thing is, this one is beautiful. It fits me perfectly, but I just don't know if I'll wear it enough to keep it. Because when I sell my stuff online, I really want the piece to be loved. I want to make sure that person gets it like, oh my god, this is the best thing that has ever happened to me. I can't believe I found this online. And this is one of those pieces. It's just way too beautiful for it not to be appreciated as it should. Look at this skirt. It's the most beautiful thing. And again, it fits me perfectly. It's low-waisted as I like. It's very breezy, very comfortable too. But I just don't know what to do. You'll see it on the try-on. It also like does that little effect when you turn around, and I love it. And so now we are done with bottoms. Let's move on to shirts. This one is very beautiful. It's this brown shirt. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but the collar and the buttons part is bedazzled. It's really cute. It almost got cowboyish vibes. But yeah, the thing I like is especially this part on the chest, because I think it flatters it a lot. So yeah, this isn't actually for sale yet because I have a friend who really likes the shirt and I'm gonna save it for her to try it on, and if she wants to get it, I'll give it to her. It's just another really beautiful piece. It actually also fits me very nicely, but I know what? I really don't need a brunch shirt on my closet. I probably wouldn't wear it as much as someone else could. Next up, we have this shirt, which is so pretty. I'm gonna insert a close-up clip here, but this is what it looks like. It's a fitted skirt. It fits me perfectly. And the feeling of the material is also very great. It's, again, cold to the touch. But yeah, the only reason I'm not keeping it is because I already have one shirt that has the exact same fit of this one. Even if I like the fabric on this one way more. But also the stripes. This has like very tiny white and pink stripes. And I don't really wear pink, especially, you know, on a shirt like this. If it were like pants or stuff like that, I would, but I have zero pink stuff in my closet, so I don't think I'm gonna keep it. And I just know the person who gets this will probably adore it. Now I'm just doing a quick intermission from the very breezy things to show you this sweater. I also think this is great for like nighttime and stuff like that, when you have to go out and don't want to bring a jacket. You just wear this and you are comfy and pretty. I just love this type of sweater, so I got it for whoever wants it. Next up is another little sweater, but this one is way lighter. This would also look great with like a t-shirt or a shirt inside it. As you can tell, it's very light. I don't know if you can see my hand, but it's very light. And yeah, not much to say about it. It's comfy, it's round. And to finish up with the tops, I have this denim vest, which is really cute. I really love this type of vests. I just don't like the wash and how it fits me personally, so that's why I'm putting it up for sale. But it's a really pretty vest, you know. And this is the actual last thing. This is such... I wish camera doesn't really get... You see? It has like a face. I can't tell who the hell this is. If anyone knows who this person is, let me know in the comments, because I don't really know. It's familiar to me, but maybe it's placebo, maybe it's just a random model. But yeah, it's like bedazzled, and you can only tell there's a face on it with the right lighting in the right angle. The back is pretty normal, it's just the fabric. It's actually funny to find these things again, and to think I would have worn this when I was a kid, you know? So yeah, this was it for the video. I really hope my tips were helpful and that you could get some inspiration from the clothes that I showed. And again, most of these things will be up for sale on my Vinted, so if you want to check my page out, the link is in the description box. And yeah, I guess this was it for today. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you on the next one.